Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We have another book basket review, not really a review, but a book haul for you today. This is our October book basket. Now this one, I kind of have broken up into two sections and I have a whole other pile over here. So I absolutely love fall, so we have a lot of fall books. So I am going to cover these quickly and try to break them up into sections for you. Our main themes for the first half of October are leaves and the change of seasons. So I've got that stuff to start with, but then I also have pumpkin things. Oh, and I even forgot some things that I have not pulled out yet. I might have to pull it out in the middle of the video. Okay, so pumpkin and then also human body in the second half of October. So let's start with leaves and that general theme. I have here, this is a antique style book, What to Look For in Autumn. This is a ladybird book, which is, I think it's actually like an English thing or British thing. So it is, but it's beautiful images and really rich literature talking about nature of autumn. And so I love that, even though it's not necessarily relevant to our area, it is still good to learn about other parts of the world. Then we have, actually, I'm seeing this book and, oh, this is the other one. Okay, so I have two books about seasons. This one is Sunshine Makes the Seasons, and this one is I Can Read About Seasons. These both kind of cover the same topic. This one is a bit more like cartoony illustrated, whereas this one is a bit more old-fashioned type of illustrations. But they both cover the topic of the sunshine and the tilt of the earth on its axis and how it causes the seasons and things like that. Then we have The Fall of Freddie the Leaf, this was one of the first books that I ever read as a child. My grandma used to read this to me all the time. So this is a really sweet story. It's not a sciencey, teachy type of book. This is more of a story, but it does talk about the seasons and the changes that the leaves go through, but it is more so from a storytelling. It is definitely a storytelling. This is not informational at all. It's storytelling, and it's about the cycle of life, basically, through the story of a leaf. Then we have I Am a Leaf. This is kind of like an early reader, but it does kind of tell you the life cycle and a bit sciencey and a very cartoony, very young, accessible early reader type of book. Then we have this one, Autumn Days. This is Anne Schweninger. I love these books, especially the autumn one. We also have the winter one as well. These are older. I think I had to find these off of thrift books. But I mean, they have the cutest illustrations, and it's kind of a living book. Like here there is instructions for making a leaf wreath. It also talks about foods of autumn, talks about the animals, planting and things like that, harvesting. So it covers a lot. It talks even about some of the holidays. It talks about the different months, November. I absolutely love these books. Then we have a couple of these Cloverleaf books. These are really good, especially for early level education. I think these are perfect for kindergarten, first grade level kind of teaching sciencey nature study things. So we have fall weather, we have fall leaves, we have animals in fall. We had an apple one out last month in September's book haul. So these are still staying out because they are also relevant in October. And I'll give you a quick peek at these. So these are broken into little chapters, but it's just a few pages. But yeah, this one talks about animal migrations and things like that. There's the monarchs. So it does give you, it's quite informational, and it gives you a bit of nature science, but it's really basic level, really good entry level stuff. And it uses small words, simple things to understand. Then we have this, Why Do Leaves Change Color, which is a big main part of our leaf learning theme for these first couple weeks of October. And this is the Let's Read and Find Out Science series, and they've got different stages. These are really good. They have them on all sorts of different topics. They have nice illustrations, but also very teachable sciencey information. So it's really good. Look at that, how cute, with the little birds and the leaves. Then we also have this one, Autumn Leaves by Ken Robbins. I really like this one as well. This one, look at that, when I turn to dogwood, we have loads of dogwoods around here. So this one talks about different types of trees, and it shows their leaf shape. It shows kind of what the tree looks like, and it tells you a little bit about it. So see, hickory, it's just really beautiful. Sassafras, so it's really good for learning tree and leaf identification. Then we have the monarch butterfly of Astor Way. This is the Smithsonian Institution. I think it's Smithsonian Backyard is the series. These are amazing. I absolutely love these. I usually have to find them used. Some of them you can buy new, like on Amazon and things like that. But they are a perfect living story science book, and they have them on all sorts of different animals. So it basically tells the story of one particular, whatever that animal is. So this is about one particular butterfly and its journey through its migration and what that looks like. So it tells the life cycle and the migration story, all the science of it, but inside of a story. Then we have Awesome Autumn. This is a good one for young kids. It does have a little bit, it's still good through first, second, maybe even third grade, but it is a bit simpler. It has lots of pictures. The reason I say it's good for younger kids is because it has things like this, like big pictures. It talks about like the senses of autumn, like what are you seeing? What are you experiencing? Like what are the sounds of autumn? What are the sights and smells? But it talks about animals and stuff as well. It talks about migration, even the taste of autumn. So yeah, that's just a fun one. Then we still have our little homesteader fall treasury of crafts, recipes, and wisdom. We need to go through this one. We haven't even been through it that much. If you guys have watched any of the previous videos, either my Amazon shopping haul or the September book haul, you will know that I love these little homesteader books. They are so good. If you are into seasonal living, homesteading type of stuff, these are perfect for young kids. It gives them information, but it also offers activity ideas. And it's not like those cheesy craft type of activities where you're just making like construction paper stuff that's gonna need to get thrown away and you're just like wasting materials. It's more like natural things and things that are actually useful, which is what I absolutely love if I'm gonna incorporate an activity or a craft. Now I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. I also have this Sophie Mouse book. This is like a little chapter book. The Maple Festival. So we'll do this as a read aloud. I will read this to her, and because it's like a Maple Festival, it's kind of fall themed, so we're gonna incorporate this into our learning this month. Then we have some other books as well. I didn't necessarily put these in this like kind of classroomy basket, which is a little bit more intentional learning, but these are a bit more stories, but some of them still are really good for learning. For example, this one, this is Possum's Harvest Moon. So this is a story. There's not much like science teaching. You do learn a bit through the story, obviously, like you're learning about some of the animals and kind of what the harvest moon is. So that's really fun. It's a really fun way to incorporate some learning about the harvest moon. Let's see, and then for leaf kind of just fun readers, we have Fancy Nancy and the Fall Foliage. So again, this is more of a story. It's not teaching science or anything like that, but it is good for vocabulary. Fancy Nancy uses big words and then it explains what that word means. So it is still, everything is learning opportunity. We also have Fletcher and the Falling Leaves, which is just a really cute, sweet story. Again, just teaching about the autumn season and the changes of the trees and the leaves. And then I think we're into pumpkins pretty much. Squirrel's Busy Day. This is another just kind of general autumn one. It is a story, but it is fun. It teaches a bit of character lesson as well, this one. Okay, and now we're gonna get into the pumpkin book. So for pumpkin books, we have this, From Seed to Pumpkin. This is, again, that Let's Read and Find Out Science series of books, and it goes through the life cycle of a pumpkin and how pumpkins grow. Then we have Oh My Pumpkin Pie. This is just like a little easy reader. So this one has a lot of rhyming words and simple words, short sentences. So this is, in the past, has been a read aloud for the last 2 or 3 years that we've had it. Now she can actually start practicing reading this herself. Then we also have How Many Seeds in a Pumpkin. This is a really good, fun little living story, but it also teaches math. It teaches a lot of things about math. So you can see how they use the pumpkin seeds. It teaches you about the pumpkins as well. It teaches you about some of the variations between pumpkins, and then it uses pumpkin seeds to teach a lot of math work as well. So this is a really, really cool one. I love when you can find books that teach math stuff in a story way. That's pretty awesome. Like, you're an awesome author to be able to do that. Then we have Too Many Pumpkins. This is probably one of our favorites. This is right up there at the top, by Linda White. This is a story of this lady and how she hates pumpkins, and then she ends up with a yard full of pumpkins, and then how she has to get rid of them. And it's just a really cool, cool progression of the story. Amazing illustrations, and it also, this is a good book that teaches children without even like intentionally teaching, but it teaches a lot of story sequencing. We've got A Pumpkin Story. This is another really cool, kind of an old-fashioned style book. I think I got this one used. Yes, I got this one actually from a library book sale from our own library. And it's about this guy who lives in a poor town, has nothing to eat. He happens upon some pumpkin seeds, ends up planting the pumpkins, and then grows a whole pumpkin town and feeds all of his town and community with pumpkins, makes houses out of pumpkins. It's just a really cool story. I love this one. Then we have, okay, let's see, I'll go ahead and cover our Berenstain Bears. These guys are our favorite. They have been our favorite for years. I've read these. She actually has some of these that were mine when I was a kid. We've got The Big Halloween Party. We've got The Prize Pumpkin. I know we have more that are about the house somewhere. I didn't actually find them for this. We've got, what other ones do they have? The Prize Pumpkin, but there's also Harvest Festival. That's one of our very favorite ones. The Berenstain Bears Harvest Festival. That's why it's not able to be found, because it's probably walking around somewhere. Yeah, so anything fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving related of Berenstain Bears. We also love Corduroy. We don't have a lot of Corduroy, but we love the Corduroy seasonal stories. So Corduroy's Best Halloween Ever, The Legend of Spookly the Square Pumpkin. This is a good character teaching book as well as just a really cute story. Again, another character teaching one, but also a cute story, The Biggest Pumpkin Ever. And they have these for multiple seasons. They also have The Biggest Apple Ever, The Biggest Valentine. We have a couple of these. Then we have Pumpkin Hill. This is a little bit more of a silly story if your kids are into that. Yeah, pumpkins basically take over the whole town. It's a funny one. Zia was entertained with that. Then we have The Pokey Little Puppy and the Pumpkin Patch. This is just cute story. Pumpkin Cat. I love this one. This is just a really cute story of a cat and a mouse, and the mouse is basically teaching the cat like how to grow pumpkins. It's really sweet and cute, and Zia loves cats, so. And I think this is the last one of the stack, Franklin's Halloween. We love Franklin the Turtle as well. Berenstain Bears, Franklin the Turtle, we love them. So this is his Halloween story. So that is it for our October book basket. I hope you had fun looking through these. If you have any questions or comments, drop me your favorite books down in the comments below as well, your favorite fall books. I would love, because I am a book lover, almost a book hoarder, especially with kids books. I can buy all the kids books, and yeah, I just love to have a big library of children's books. If you like this video, check out all of our other homeschooling videos on our homeschooling playlist, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, and I'll see you again in the next one.